let's watch Jordan Peterson.
Between 25 and 31 are 66% more likely than young women to be living with their parents. And more young men are living with a parent than with a partner.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, Jordan. Okay? What is this bullshit, Jordan Peterson? You fucking asshole.
Young men between 25 and 31 are 66% more likely than young women to be living with their parents. And more young men are living with a parent than with a partner.
Yes, and you don't find women looking for men that are living in their parents' basement.
That's kind of fucking, hey, how about fuck you? That's what I got for you, okay?
That's just a joke, which is why you could insert it there as a cliche. Everyone understands exactly what that means. It means failure to launch. It means Peter Pan, right? It's a joke.
And those guys are much more likely to turn to pornography because they sense they're being rejected by women, and then they turn to this beautiful woman that they can be turned on by. The challenge with pornography is that the more you get into it, the more you tend to be stimulated by more and more risky things. And
dude, what's really fucking stupid about these arguments is like, it literally is a crisis that has absolutely zero to do with pornography and like everything to do with the fact that like rent is unaffordable. How the fuck are young men like leaving their houses and like living in fucking cities and whatnot where they have all of the job opportunities after getting an education and getting saddled with like hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt from that college education? Like, these motherfuckers are like, oh, it must be the pornography that they're watching. It's like, because they can't get pussy because they live with their parents. I mean, I joke, like, yeah, I am very fortunate. I, moved my mom out here during COVID. Like, I get to be able to live with them. It's great, right? But for a lot of people, their situation is that they're in that situation because of their dire financial circumstances. So if you want men to fuck more, I guess, which they don't actually, they just want men to like be in relationships, like monogamous relationships. I watch and make porn like every day. I have a decent job, have my own apartment, get laid regularly. I'm not even that good looking. Porn has literally nothing to do with this problem. It's just like, why are you flexing in the chat? Oh, I make porn every day. Okay, we get it, dude. You fuck, okay? Sick. Porn advocators? I am a porn advocator. What are you, new here? Then there's also the cultural aspect of like, people wanting to take care of their parents or people wanting to like live with their family. That's like a totally normal thing. Maybe not in the Western world, I guess, but now it's becoming more of a thing in the Western world as well as a consequence of material conditions. But like, it's because of the situation that they're handed. There's nothing they can do about it. It's really dumb. It has nothing to do with porn.
More and more salacious things are...
That's because novelty enhances pleasure. That's the addictive element of it.
Precisely. And then the female who is interested in that guy and does come over to be with him physically, she often feels like this guy is more interested in something that happened in the pornographic things that he's been watching. She feels like an object because she is being treated like an object.
Yeah, dude. Objectification, famously, of women never existed before the invention of pornography. You guys know this, right? Like, there was no objectification of women prior to pornography. That was, I mean, famously, everybody knows this. So, only men watch porn, okay? So, because, like, girls obviously don't watch porn. Great take by the fucking, by the CEO of Porn Understanding, okay? Enterprise. Porn greatly reinforces it. No, I think that's fucking dumb. Leaving proper education, leaving sex education to pornography is idiotic, dude. It's like substituting mathematics for like Hollywood. You have to learn math from fucking watching the Transformers movies. What the fuck? If anything, it's a crisis of fucking good parenting and a crisis of public education. These people are so dumb. I get really fucking frustrated by people who literally reduce everything to like cultural analysis and how much culture is like dictating people's lives, when in fact culture in and of itself is not upstream or not downstream but upstream from fucking politics. Culture is built upon the material conditions, not the other way around. It might have and in certain instances can change people's minds to a certain degree, but ultimately the best way that you can possibly change a situation, especially one that requires systemic change, is by tackling the structures that reinforces these kinds of attitudes and ideas. These motherfuckers will turn around and like advocate for abstinence only sex ed or no sex ed, and they turn around and they're like, "Oh my god, it's pornography that's like objectifying women." It's really fucking dumb. Also, for people who think that's like my take, it's not. I stole it. Gramsci. But still. Jordan Peterson has a nice tan, though.
Well, and also those are the men who aren't going to be particularly sophisticated in their treatment of women, because how can they be? They have no experience.
Precisely. And so the pornography ends up haunting them on multiple levels and leads them to often turn back to pornography to avoid continuing rejection, and only convinces them that a real life woman is somebody he would fail on one level or another with. So
they have no experience.
I will never understand why like young weirdos sit around and watch fucking Jordan Peterson like this. Like, sit around and watch this guy talk to another old guy about how, like, porn is bad and it's morally abhorrent and it's actually desecrating the brains of our youth. It's like, what? How is that even remotely interesting? They're basically just saying the same exact shit that your fucking grandparents said. They look like your grandparents. There's nothing new or unique in this commentary. And yet people look at this and go, Pog, I'm pogging. I'm literally pogging right now. Jordan Peterson is my fucking intellectual father. Homies will literally be like, clean your fucking room. And everyone's like, I would never do that if my parents would ask me to do so. But when Jordan does it, fuck yeah, I'm doing it, dude. It really changed my life. It greatly changed my perspective. It's like, dude, you're literally 22 years old. Like, chill. It's really, really, really silly.